We know that person-centered care has great value. We believe it works. The question is, how do we make it so for as many people as possible?
I think it was important to get the different providers, different people from different sectors to come and share what they're doing and share ideas and learn from each other.
This process of liberating structures that we'll be using, I think, is one that kind of draws out, again, that from the participants, just their experiences, their ideas, and allows this event to be about you, the participants, and not about us, the presenters.
Going to be inviting each of you to engage with one another. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead. I would encourage you to stand and find someone new, and you have 3 minutes.
Person-centered would mean that when I'm making contacts with somebody, I'm trying to get to know that person, not necessarily what that person can do for me.
So that means taking care of their emotional needs, it means taking care of their basic physical needs, and it means taking care of their, I think there's a spiritual component to that.
Okay, so it's time to find a new partner.
At my school, be able to help any parent that comes in and really listen to what their needs are.
I have a story in my head about what might be happening. So for me, it's really being able to remove those thoughts before I actually interact with somebody.
Last round.
It's about finding out what that person really needs, and then co-creating.
So if you're talking about healthcare, you're talking about education, when you include the person in the decision making, then they are going to have more ownership in the decision that's made.
So what did you notice over the course of your conversations? Any juicy observations?
It was difficult to describe it because it's something that seems so easy and yet we don't do it enough.
It takes more time, to allow the person to make some choices and learn from them.
We are serving humans, and their needs are so diverse that it's really important to focus on that instead of just the organization.
You're going to have 5 minutes to tell a story about a time that you received what you think of as person-centered care or support or a person-centered approach.
And because of her openness and her vulnerability and her listening skills, it has opened up my wings. I started as a case manager.
Have you been able to kind of replicate that with the people you now supervise?
Definitely.
You could have a physician who's person-centered, but if her nurse is not, and you're interacting a lot with that nurse, that can absolutely change your experience.
And we're cleaning up a property, a specific property, and we were showing the success of here's how bad it was, all the needles, the debris, the trash, and then we showed pictures how we cleaned it up. But then it was brought to light to me, what did we do for an outreach with the individuals? We just gave them the criminal trespass notice and we moved them along, and we were not doing a person-centered approach. So we brought together a team, we called it a care team, to come out to the location and then go interact with the individuals that were living in these homeless camps, do their assessments, individual assessments, what are their needs.
I came wanting to understand more about what people think about what we think about person-centered care, to broaden and deepen my understanding. It was very dynamic, which is what we expected, but people were very forthcoming from the very start. So we got lots of good grist, made me think about a lot of stuff, a lot of which we've documented, but I've got a lot of the ideas in my head and pages of notes.
Maybe some new relationships will form, and we'll get some great ideas going for the future of person-centered practices here in Austin.